But you have already said about. I was going to talk about that when on the issue of the number of delegates that are doing these primaries. I'm uncomfortable with it. Our National Assembly has led us into a near quagmire in which 2,324 persons are going to decide for 41 million APC members who their president should be. Just 2,300 are going to decide for over 200 million Nigerians who their president would be. 700 did that for PDP. And 2,000 plus are doing less than 4,000 people out of over 200 million Nigerians. With over 100 million of them of voting age, we are putting less than 3,000 people to decide who their president will be. This is dangerous for us. That is why consensus, this is why delegated elections and this superdelegate thing has to stop. When Buhari became president, it was what do you call it? An indirect primary. It had delegates, but more delegates than this.
For his second term or for the first?
For the first
Both.
term. No, for the first term.
First term it was
indirect.
Second one
was direct primaries.
Direct primaries. So it gave room for more participation. So it gives you a wider field and shows wider acceptability and wider participation, and therefore people take responsibility for their irresponsibility of bringing out a bad or good president. To give 2,000 people out shot themselves in the foot. Well, and this is something for which the press must bring out.
The National Assembly wanted direct primaries, but you saw the battle, the uphill battle that they were up against, and the big debate that generated. In fact, consensus, he wanted options in it. So, I mean, will you really blame the National Assembly for that omission?
No. Look at the issue of excluding certain categories of persons on account of the nature of their job. Public servants, civil servants, come and participate. In any case, you should be so liberal so that you don't lose your best brains. A bureaucrat whom you know is a technocrat comes out to contest election, you start punishing him and say you can't return to your job. You'll be losing that kind of person because institutional memory is very important.
Is this not a sort of failing on the part of your
party? Now I'm talking about Nigeria, I'm talking about National Assembly.
Your party members are Nigerians as well.
Once you are elected, you cease to carry your party together until there is a contestation for elections. But once it comes about public policy,
according to the textbut, but we see that certain things don't play out.
Yeah, because it doesn't play out. That's why we are going the way we are going.
All right.
We must be able to get away from that.
Now, the sorting is going on, the formalities, announcing the agents, announcing who they represent. So we might as well just go ahead and listen in.
My party, Honorable President.
I have got my car for full body work.
Madam, look, we will shine this car.
Wait. This cough doesn't sound good at all. What are you doing about it?
Oga doesn't want to go to the hospital so that they won't say he has COVID-19.
No, now. Cough is a sign of different.
Aside NSAS, there are other underlying issues that require the attention, accountability, and responsibility of the Nigerian political leaders. In a country where bail is free, much is expected, and as a Nigeria, it is okay on what they want and what they don't. You're welcome.
If your cough
It's
is more than
exactly
2
saying
weeks,
this today, and Nigerian youth are leading a peaceful protest against police brutality and what they want and they do not want, saying that they are tired and they really want to change this time around.
For information about where to get a free COVID-19.
Protests have been led in different parts of the countries, and in the process, lives have been lost. Some came up to tell their stories. Some were brutally injured, but a large number are still holding the fort, saying that they been here. But apparently, Nigerian youths are not backing out on this. They aim at getting the protest to 30 days only then will they be heard and attended to by the United Nations. I mean, it's actually a good thing, seeing that all of this solidarity thing is actually making a move. We need to commend Nigerian celebrities and other Nigerians that have been at the front line of the protest. All this Ajuaya and solidarity thing. I mean, it's actually not easy for the boldness and for the courage. Of course, the keypad warriors too that are pushing the protest, pushing the trend. As it is no longer a trend anymore, it's even because international forces have joined forces with Nigerian youth to clamor for the NSAS, end police brutality, and reform Nigeria. And the personality of Fowls actually caught us. As you know, the guy is actually a musician and a comedian.
Something happened for Lagos, for Surulere, but they talk.
But who would have thought that Fowls could switch personality in a split of seconds? We all know he studied law, yeah, right? But then he dishing out some constitutional information for Nigerian youth, for them to know what Nigeria stands for and what Nigeria do not stand for. It's actually a good thing. I mean, at times just leading the protest, we need to be knowledgeable about what we are doing and what we are fighting for. It's actually a good thing, though.
That the Human Rights Commission has remained without a governing council since 2015.
But then Nigerian youths are actually not taking it easy at all. If you give them gas, they will give you both. When Malaye was trying to say that he's already in support of all of these things, Fowls gave him one gas that he should not even pretend as if he is in this with them. But it's a good thing to know also that Nigerians have been putting forces together to take control and to feed Nigerian protesters so that people protesting receive food, drinks flying all around protest ground. It's a good thing. And then not only that they contributed, but what's your name, sir?
My name is pharmacist Shimola.
Okay, sir. So what do you have to say about the NSAS protest going on sometime now in Nigeria?
Well, it's a very welcome development.
If it's not there, that ballot will be voiced.
The police have to reform. The government has to reform the police and demilitarize the police.
All right, so there you go. The sorting, the ballot is going on at the moment.
There's no force attached to the police.
You're still watching our continuing coverage of the APC presidential primaries here at the Eagle Square. That's where we're reaching you live, Sunrise Daily, coming to Eagle Square. And just what you are witnessing is rules, how they're going to be invalidating or validating ballot. We've been told already the names of the aspirants would have been written by each one of the delegates. This is a little different from what we saw at the PDP. They had printed ballot papers, so all that the delegates had to do was thumbprint on it. But this one, write correctly the name of the candidate or the aspirants whom you're voting for. Interesting process, Chamberlain.
Yeah. So what you hear and see is that they call on certain persons, and at the point in time there might be a lull, and so it will just keep going, in a roller coaster manner. But you can see all of these party or officials. But Mr. Obum, all these election committee member, election committee co-chairman, election committee, is done pro bono, I imagine.
And they pay.
All these officials.
The officials.
Are there allowances for them, or is this pro bono?
Yeah.
In everything, you find that
they pay.
Excel. They don't. We have issues with.
I will tell you something. We are saying something to the effect that the entitlement. If that happens, and 5 or 7 persons stepped down, their names will be on that ballot.
Indeed.
And for those people who are going to vote, they will have been having 5 or 7 people, and for people who are struggling to even read. With 23 names for them to start looking for which one is what. So it's easier for them to put it down and say this is the person I want writing for.
So the number of aspirants Yeah. For candidates who are going to be emerging and whose names will be submitted to INEC as the candidates of the different political parties. And as you just rightly pointed out, they do have a long haul ahead of them. The other for that sorting, going box by box, box by box.
The signature that we're talking about, you see
okay.
Asiwaju. Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Yeah. Bola Tinubu. The signature behind. Osibanjo. Please stand up and collect it, please. Bola Tinubu.
Even as the sorting is going on, so
This is the climax of the event that we have been waiting to monitor all day, night, and now even to the early hours of this morning. And day is bright. Like you're happy with what you're hearing so far?
Yes, I'm happy with what has happened so far in the last 48 hours. You know, first thing first, to appreciate northern governors. They've done us proud. Over the years, across the cities, you know, you see a restaurant runner in a market heap like a wheelbarrow of goods and give to some wheelbarrow pusher, Musa, and tell them to take to number 26, whatever street. When you get there, someone will give you 20 naira. Now we're going to, for their selfish reason, you know, make us look like we don't have that value anymore. But gladly, the northern governors has made me proud, and for me, they are the heroes of democracy 2022, because the internal coup, the coup against progressive democracy that they have risen up to stop, would have been disastrous to not just APC, but to democracy in Nigeria.
So it was quite a night to behold. We saw consensus candidates, well, not consensus, candidates, aspirants stepping down for someone they thought should be the consensus. And I think only one person stepped down for President, Vice President.
Work is not work enough.
I didn't get that.
You said that he told you that young people have to work for it. It won't drop on their laps.
Yes.
Now, there were other aspirants alongside him who are younger than him. So does it mean that the work they put in cannot be considered work enough?
Okay, now, this is what it is. And I'd like to make an example out of one particular young lad from Lagos, Ibrahim Babajide Obanikoro, who ran for local government at some point. Then, he didn't get it. He kept working. He's a House of Rep member today. So my point is
presidential aspirants
as at yesterday
on the platform of the APC. Yeah.
No. This
for which the sorting is going on now. There are younger candidates.
What it Asiwaju Bola Ahmed rightly said yesterday. What the times demand right now, the leadership, the party, and the country demands right now. Only one person is befitting of that position.
So it's not about the work the young people have to put in. It's subjective then.
It is not. It is not.
That's what you're saying now.
You put in the work. You need to evaluate your position. You need to be able to assess the task ahead, evaluate your strengths. I didn't run for any position in this election because, like I said, I told a lot of young people. I said we can't keep putting our hard-earned money into party. That APC will actually be a party where decision will be made by the people whose responsibility it is to decide who lead us. That's in this case the delegates, as far as indirect election is concerned.
So while you might say that the youth aspirants or the young aspirants need to reach out to young people and prove their worth and their mettle amongst their own peers, don't the youth too also have a responsibility to look out for those kinds of aspirants and see how they can offer their own support?
Oh yes, we do, and there are a lot of them we do that with in the APC. For
aspirants, some discount. So he did acknowledge that there was some discount for one part of the form.
Yeah, that's true.
So he didn't pay the entire 100 million.
That's true.
So if a young person can afford to drop that amount of money, shouldn't young people go to look to him and say, are there other things that even if he doesn't take the ticket?
What makes you a politician in the first place is to always evaluate your constituency. You know which constituency is more important than the other. For a young man like that, his first constituency will be his fellow young people in the party. He doesn't have to give anybody a dime. Call young people together and tell them, this is where we are, this is where I think we need to be, this is what I'm bringing on board. And they look at themselves and say, okay,
signature.
We are acting right, we are going to rally
Dr. Ahmed Lawal.
But in a situation where you can't blame me for not coming with you.
Can we say that of all the aspirants who are on the platform, are you telling us that no longer candidate did it? Signature. No other person called the young people?
No, they did. Governor Yabelo did.
Okay.
Yes, Governor Yabelo did.
But you don't seem to be sticking with him.
For personal reasons, like I said earlier.
Signature.
Yabelo is a northerner. I've said it on your show a number of times. I do not think that after 8 years, in the interest of unity and peace of this country,
Ahmed
Lawal, that after 8 years, President Muhammad Buhari, we should bring in anybody from the 19th state of the north.
Signature.
Or the FCT. It is only proper.
But Tinubu is there. Tinubu is very clear. Other agents can.
I must confess, it will be fire.
Tinubu is there.
Withdrawing race for Ashiwaju.
Please, I've been
like Senator Boroface, Kemeli and Esha, who are more grounded than
signature
politically.
Bola
Forget that
Ahmed. That's Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right?
Senator,
Let him see it.
Governor Fayemi, in both internal and external elections. In the
signature,
region, whether at state level or at senate level,
Chibike Rotimi.
The moment this person, who support do I have?
Are those people the delegates?
Bring it, let's show it to others now. Please look through it.
Like you said rightly, about 54 delegates he informed to give their vote to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What that means for Yemi Osinbajo was, as at that point, he knew he was going to get 0 votes.
So the agent said we should leave it to Tinubu.
How
the agent said we should leave it to Tinubu. I know, but most of the agents have looked at it. We believe it's Tinubu, please.
He took
signature Chubike Rotimi Amechi.
Eating out of his palm. If you remember, towards 2003. Yet Professor Yemi Osinbajo
signature
in fought for the reward for the party members until where he wanted to be
signature
president and he went round to them.
Tinubu.
Matters.
All right. Okay. Well, Sunrise Aliyu Abdu, by the way, is the
signature
of APC Rebirth Movement.
Rotimi Amechi.
I think he says this is kind of rebirth we've been talking about. That's why he's grinning from ear to ear.
Signature.
As you can see. Thank you for coming on this.
Bola Tinubu.
So there you go. That is Sunrise Daily today, as a matter of fact. But this sorting.
Signature. Bola Tinubu. Signature. Bola Tinubu.
The private high school, we have the boarding campus. Boarding campus, we have a serene environment.
Signature. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Signature. Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I urge you to come.
Signature.
The needed win
Tinubu Bola Ahmed.
and actualize his or her dream.
Signature Rotimi Amechi.
Signature Bola.
Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Tinubu.
Bola.
Signature
Bola Tinubu.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Bola
Ahmed Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi.
Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Signature Rotimi Amechi. Signature
Tinubu.
Chibike Amechi. Signature Rotimi Amechi. Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Rotimi Amechi. Banjo.
Signature Rotimi Amechi. Signature Tinubu.
Amechi.
Signature Chubike Amechi.
I believe this is Amechi, even though you might. But I believe
Signature
it's Amechi.
Tinubu Ahmed.
I believe it's Amechi.
Signature Siwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Show him.
So Amechi, please.
It's Amechi, in my opinion.
Signature.
Please show him.
Tinubu.
So Amechi, please.
Signature. Rotimi Amechi.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature.
Chibike Rotimi Amechi.
Signature Tinubu. Signature
Tinubu. Signature Asiwaju Tinubu. Signature Ahmed Bola. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Rotimi Amechi. Sorry. Okay.
Signature Rotimi Amechi.
Signature Rotimi Amechi. You want to see it first before.
Thank you.
To make it a bit.
Signature.
Please just look at it well.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. It will be a bit. Please just look at it well and let's.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Asiwaju Bola Ahmed.
Signature Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature.
Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Okay. Thank you.
Signature. Thank you. Signature PYO. Signature Yemi Osibanjo.
Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu. Eh? Bring it out. Can I bring it out? Signature Professor Yemi Osibanjo. Signature Bola Ahmed.
Signature Bola.
Signature Asiwaju Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Osibanjo.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Rotimi Amechi. Signature Yemi Osibanjo.
Signature Rotimi and signature
Tinubu.
Yemi Osibanjo. Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Osibanjo. Rotimi Amechi.
Rotimi Amechi.
Signature Tinubu Bola.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Professor Yomi Osibanjo.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu. Signature Yahya Bello.
Signature Professor Osibanjo. Signature
Osibanjo. Signature Rotimi Amechi.
Osibanjo.
Signature Tinubu. Sorry, signature Tinubu Bola.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu Bola.
Signature Bola Ahmed.
Signature Bola Ahmed.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Tinubu.
Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature
Signature
Tinubu.
Tinubu. Signature Tinubu.
Bola Tinubu.
Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature. Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature.
Signature Bola Tinubu. I think there are a few remaining. Can I put it on the ground, please? For the few remaining.
Signature.
Yeah.
Go put your hand. Go put your hand.
Yaya Bello.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu.
Signature Bola Ahmed.
Signature Yaya Bello.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Yaya Bello.
Signature Yaya Bello. Signature Yaya Bello.
Look at it. I want you to look at it.
Signature, I believe this is Amechi. Be showing him, please. Signature Tinubu. Signature Tinubu.
Signature Bola Tinubu.
Signature Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Bola Ahmed. Well, in the same spirit, we took your Bola Ahmed. Signature Bola Ahmed. Bola Tinubu. Signature 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 Bola Ahmed. Signature Tinubu. Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Amechi. Signature Ruti. Signature Bola Tinubu. Signature Bola. Signature Tinubu. And the last ballot paper on that box too.
Okay, just a minute, please.
Okay.
The sorting of ballot papers are ongoing, and they just rounded off with the first ballot box so far. What you can see there are delegates of the various aspirants sitting down and waiting, while the members of the convention committee are there. So let's go back there.
We are going for this box.
Right, you're watching TVC News, and the sorting of ballot papers have been ongoing. The members of the Convention Planning Committee are easier as a way, because the process at the way it's going now could take a very long time, because there are 2 boxes per state, and we have 36 states with the Federal Capital Territory, and the way it is, we'll wait to see how.
This is the last day because the APC now gave out a calendar of June the 6th to the 8th, and today is because there is concern, as has been expressed here, as to this is obviously time consuming.
Yeah, the beauty of it is that there are 2 agents per aspirant, and they're sitting just right behind each other. So they can split in such a way that counting can go simultaneously, where each agent is handling, the same assignment